What's up, everybody? Jedd Johnson here from dieselcrew.com. They call me napalm. Got a whole bowl full of chicken here that I'm going to be cooking up, and I figured since I'm out here freezing my nuts off, why don't I go ahead and answer some questions for you in this week's episode of Cooking with Napalm. So, the first question that I got has to do with an exercise that I did during the Epic Grip session, and you can click on the link, go check that out. It was a 4.5-hour session of training, and we were doing an axle deadlift, and we had a band attached to the bar, and it went out in front of us and attached to a dumbbell. So as we're doing the deadlift like this, the band is out in front of us, and someone wrote in, wants to know exactly what the purpose of that is. The reason that we were doing that drill was to increase lat activation. What you may not realize when you're deadlifting, you don't just want to create tension vertically. In other words, you don't just want to pull against the bar in order to lift it up off the ground. What you also have to do is create force against the bar, pulling towards you, so that the bar doesn't fall away from you, swing out away from you as you're pulling. So, one way to increase your lat tension is to attach a band to the bar and then attach the other end out in front of you to a nice sturdy surface. We were using a 110-pound dumbbell, and that was more than enough to keep the dumbbell from rolling towards us. Worked out real well, and I'll go ahead and link the video here so you can go and check it out. Maybe you'd like to try that in your own training. This is somebody who signed up for the diesel files at my website, dieselcrew.com. It's a pair of free reports that I give away. And he says that he deals with pain. It's a type of arthritis. It affects his daily life, and it's a life and death battle. Do you guys have any insight or experience developing programming for people who struggle with chronic pain? But absolutely, there's a lot of things you can do. I'm going to list a few things that you can do in order to just reduce the amount of pain that you have to go through. This is in no particular order. I just brainstormed for the guy and gave him my thoughts. So you want to make sure your diet's right. A lot of people who deal with pain, unfortunately, don't have a great diet, and some foods that you eat can actually put you into more pain. So you want to make sure that you're eating a good, healthy diet. Avoid foods that cause any reaction to your body. So if you know you have a history of eating, macaroni and cheese or something like that, and it irritates your bowels or causes your joints to hurt, or that's just one example, then don't eat that stuff anymore. Being hydrated. Make sure you drink enough water. Most people don't get enough water. They walk around in a dehydrated state, and this can lead to further pain and suffering as well. Get enough rest. A lot of people don't get enough rest. They're up all night. They're burning the candle at both ends. You got to get enough rest in order for your body to recover. So make sure that you're getting the amount of sleep that you need every single night, if not more. Get routine blood work. Make sure you're going to the doctor on a routine basis. Just make sure that you're monitoring everything and keeping track of all the variables that you need to. Because if you let something get too far out of hand, then it's going to be a problem for you. You already know that you have something to deal with. That's enough. Don't make yourself have to deal with more of these variables that you know you can control, because you let them get out of control. Make sure that you're not just going into the gym and getting under the bar cold. You want to make sure that you warm up. Warm up your whole body with a nice general warm up, and then systematically make sure that all of your joints are warmed up as well. Maintain your mobility and flexibility. That may mean you're going to have to add more drills to the end of your workout to make sure that you're staying mobile and keeping your joints healthy. Stretching, mobility work, soft tissue work, things like that. Maintain your quality movement. Always practice good form. If you don't know the proper way to do a lift, then don't do it. Don't try to sacrifice your form in order to get a few more pounds on a lift. Avoid sitting for too long. Sitting down is terrible for you. It's bad for your heart, it's bad for your back, bad for your joints, bad for your hips, bad for your posture, bad for your neck, your eyes. It's bad for everything. And naturally, if there's any exercises that you know cause you pain, then don't do them. I'll give you an example of something that I don't do is upright rows because they just totally mangle my shoulders. So I've just given up on them. There's tons of other exercises I can do to work my shoulders and traps, so I'm not worried about doing upright rows. If you know that there's other exercises that cause you problems, then don't do them. So there's some thoughts on pain management. I'm sure there's tons of other things you can do, probably more detail that you can go into, but those things should get you started. I certainly wish you the best of luck in your training dealing with that problem, and hopefully you can work through it and enjoy your training, get good PRs, and really enjoy the time that you put in your gym. Well, I've got to finish up cooking here now, everybody. I wish you all the best in your training, and if this is the first time watching one of my videos, please be sure to subscribe. I'm gunning for 7,000 subscribers. I wish you all the best in your training. Happy New Year. See you later.